Yeah. Back again. Back in the building with it. Teddy Talks the podcast. I'm your host, Teddy R. Belly. I'm in the building with the fam. Lap God.
What's that with you?
DJ Rude Boy.
What's good with it?
And I got my beautiful sister in the building tonight, y'all.
Yo.
Say what's good to Ms.Jones. What's popping with you, baby?
Mrs.Jones.
Coming through to show my brothers some support.
Hey, man, that's love, man. Shout out to Penthouse Studios. And we also got an even more special guest here. We got my niece in the building.
Big two.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big dog with it. Yeah. A big stepper, you hear me?
Yes,
You
sir.
know, they're really out here. We got a mission to do. It's a little third grader that's been talking a little crazy. So we finna go.
Oh, we finna run down on something.
Yeah,
we
we
down on
walking
third
down.
graders.
You know, saying
Say less.
trials of the sandbox. You hear me?
Say less.
Hey, you
Say
know how
less,
it go.
man.
Got to teach them real quick.
How y'all been, man? Y'all, it's been a minute since y'all boys been here. Last time, you was hurt.
Yeah,
You was on vacation.
I was.
Yeah, dog. My knee was fractured, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you back. I'm
Yeah,
happy
I'm
everybody
back.
good, 100%. Get the, people were asking. They was like, yo, you left the crew. I said, hell no. We get money together.
Bing, bing, bing.
So,
Yeah, nah. We just life was happening. Shit, school was about to start back up. This nigga.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
So.
Like, July kicked the nigga ass, boy. Like,
Yeah, G shit.
fractured knee, grandma died, goddamn COVID. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, everything, that shit just hit a nigga. So, I was out of commission for a little minute.
Yeah,
But I'm back, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my knee ain't 100%, but, I'm here.
Hey, man, you still out here doing your thing, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. But we gonna get into it, man.
Let's do it.
So, topic of the day. Ain't shit niggas have feelings too.
Very true.
100%.
Very true.
Very true.
100%.
I really need people to understand that. Because people have this whole concept and feeling as though niggas really be out here with the fuckery and niggas just be out here not giving a fuck about shit.
Mhm.
But in all retrospect, we as men who go through things that's a little bit more, misunderstood than others, we have feelings. We harbor those things. We may not speak on it all the time because we don't know how to articulate it to most people. And then on top of that, most people don't understand that shit. Or
Right.
they choose not to, and they look down upon us. So, if any one of you have ever had to deal with those ain't shit nigga ways, which I know I'm still dealing with mine because I'm still outside. But, if y'all want to expound on it.
I mean, I ain't never really have that problem. Me, been a one woman man for about as long as anybody can remember. I'm
Make it
bullshit.
seem like it's his whole lifetime shit.
I'm a girl. What I
Fuck
told
out of
you.
here, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but just having them feelings is difficult because sometimes you be in situations or you put yourself in situations where you shouldn't be feeling like that. The worst situation is when you feel away and you ain't got no right to feel away, so you can't even speak up on it. You can't address the situation really in no type of way because of whatever agreement situation y'all got going on. I feel like that'd be the worst type or the worst time because it's like, bro, I really want to say something. I really want to get this off my chest. But I ain't got no, you feel me? I ain't got no skin in the game. I ain't got no right. I ain't did nothing to warrant me being able to speak my mind and speak up and it means something. And even if it do mean something, I shouldn't be speaking up no way because of the situation.
But what makes you feel that way? Like, what would make you ever feel like you can't speak about something? Regardless of what other people think or how it's going to make them feel. If you feel a certain way.
Because when I say that, it's not, I can't speak on it because, like, how it's going to make somebody feel. It's 9 times out of 10 because I'm probably doing the same thing, or we're in a situation where, like, I have no room to speak.
So you're talking about, as far as you talking to other men, like, I can't say anything about what you doing because I do that shit too.
Well, no, I'm not talking about men per se. I'm talking about, like, being in a situation with a woman, like
if I'm side nigga, basically.
Yeah, like hypothetically, like if me and you dealing with it, if me and you were dealing with each other, but we wasn't supposed to be dealing with each other, or we were dealing with each other on a strictly like physical basis, but you out on a date, and I was the one that was like, look, I don't want This cool, this whoop-de-whoop is straight. And you was like, all right, for sure. But then you go out on a date and it bothered me. I can't say nothing to you because I'm the reason that this is the way it is.
That's true.
You feel me? So it's like, yeah, I could say something, but to me, that's just muddying the waters. And I'd rather just keep it how it is.
But in that situation, now I feel like you really not speaking your truth. Because if you bothered that little mama on a date, obviously you got some type of something.
But I mean, if you a side nigga though, like how much can you really say though? Like, I mean, you really got feelings for a person, but there's not too much you can say when
Yeah.
you playing a side. You got to play your role.
That mean that you shouldn't be a side nigga because that's not what you want. Because you catching feelings. You not following your own rules that you set up.
Oh no, now
You is not a side
like,
nigga. Go get your old lady, sit your behind down, have some
Negative.
kids, get the white fence.
The problem is I love everybody.
You want a hoe is what you saying.
I am the hoe.
But you the hoe that catch feelings. You can't do that.
I'm the hopeless romantic, baby.
You say the whole manic. Hopeless whole manic.
Hopeless romantic, baby.
Hey, that's real though. You
But
know
now it's
what
like as of now, that's not the case. I've been down with mine for about 6 years. Me and my lady been down for a long ass time, and we been good, been solid, all that. But just them situations where prior to her, where it was like, I can't say nothing about what you're doing because
You doing the same thing. It's
yeah,
not worse.
exactly. And most of the time, the only reason it bothered me is just because of ego.
And that be the thing, though,
You didn't,
man. That ego tripping be hard to get rid of, dog.
Because what it is like, as a man, every man to a certain extent feel like he that nigga. So when something even minor as the chick you dealing with, chick you knock down every third Thursday type shit, she going to one date, it's just like, oh, so I ain't enough?
Like, you got to be with this nigga
Like,
too?
you got to be seen with this. Okay.
Like,
all right.
I know y'all stay together, but then now I got to see y'all niggas out together.
Right? Like, I know that's your man. Like, you got to,
You got to take a picture with him on the day y'all daughter birthday. Like, y'all got to post a family picture together. I don't want to see that shit.
Ain't shit.
I don't want to see that at all. I'm
like,
be honest.
that's my thing. And that be the thing. Like, I know, like when I did used to cheat, there was one time, previous relationship, I was in a relationship, but I was cheating and I was in love with both women for their own reasons and shit. But
In love.
yeah, definitely, 100%.
you could be in love with multiple people at one time.
Definitely,
It's possible.
Everybody's view on love is different because their introduction to love was different. You weren't like, I'm pretty sure the way I was raised to perceive and receive and give love is totally different from what most traditional people were. Because of the way my parents were. You feel me? So, like, my parents loved each other, but they was in them streets. Faithfully.
Makes sense.
So for me, like, that's what I saw growing up. I saw my pops took care of the crib, paid the bills. We was all taken care of. Old girl was taken care of. She had her own money. As long as then nobody come trying to, like, no woman was trying to come to her, woman to woman, shit like that, my mom didn't care. As long as he wasn't, like, openly disrespectful, like, nobody could call her phone and be like, girl, I just seen him with such a... And that never happened. And it was the same thing with my pops. He knew what was going on, but he just played... I'm a big believer of blissful ignorance. I don't want to know. I don't go through phones. I'm not trying to look over your shoulder while you texting.
Man, I did that.
None of that.
I
did.
Phone thing.
And that's why I'm not doing it. Boy, I was sick for a month and a half.
Bruh.
No.
Bro, I was in the.
I lost 38 pounds in 2 weeks. No. No. Boy, I'm
He probably
sick.
only saw one text message.
No, negative. I
read
had
the
a
whole thread.
I had a
that's
whole
all it
weekend.
I read the whole thread.
I had
and
a
that shit had
whole
me
weekend
sick.
alone with the phone.
During the week. Oh, yeah.
I had a whole weekend alone with the phone. She had went out of town, found the phone, and I knew I had numerous moments to stop because when I unlocked the phone, it was an old Android, so it needed to be unlocked, but I didn't know the password. But I knew the password to her computer that had the email address. So requested the thing, got in, blase.
Oh, you was
I was
really going
determined.
hard,
on a
boy.
mission.
I was
You trying to get in there for real, boy.
I was on a mission, boy. And like, I say less than like 2 or 3 scrolls, bro. I was in tears.
Dang.
I went through 2 or 3 message threads, like not even like fully went through them. I saw enough. I was in tears, like angry tears. By like 6 message threads, I was distraught, like emotional. And I think by the time I got to like, I think the 10th message thread, or like maybe went to the Facebook messages, I just went to like destroying shit in the crib, like, cause she was out of town. Like, this bitch finna come back to a fucked up house. She finna owe these people money. Cause why would you do that to me?
Wait. Was you cheating then?
We
so.
talking about her, bro. Like,
It's not about him right now.
This ain't got nothing
like,
to do with me right
I'm
now.
telling
bro.
you how I felt.
Okay, I'm just trying to get
This
the
is
full
his
nah.
feelings. This is his feelings right now.
Let him
This is
get
what
this
we
off his
not
chest.
gonna do.
At that
Let him
moment,
get this off his chest.
At that moment, I wasn't cheating, and at the moment, she wasn't cheating either. It was
Conversation.
no. It was. These were all from when the first time we was together, because we was together. We broke up for like 3-4 months, got back together. So what I saw was what happened throughout our first year.
Yeah,
So-
well, you was in the trenches, but you was really going way back.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah. But
Damn.
see, the phone was from the year before. She had got the phone. I went through the phone in like June or July. She got that phone in like February.
Mhm.
She got her new phone in February. So everything on the phone that I went through was from like 10th grade to February of that year.
Wait.
So I was upset about shit that was way before me at that point. Because at that point, I got the right to be upset about whatever the fuck I want to be upset about.
Nah. You can't get mad about some shit that ain't
Nah.
have nothing to do with your time.
mad
I
nigga.
about
Like,
definitely,
That happened at the prom?
I definitely wasn't mad about
You
it. I
feel
mean,
me?
it pissed me off because I was already in that mode. So at that point, I'm like, this bitch had the audacity to fuck niggas before she met me.
nigga, what? but what was you doing though? It's just like was you not fucking bitches like then?
Oh,
Like,
100%.
all
But
right then. So how you gonna get mad about?
because I
her
am
fucking-
emotional and irrational.
We back to the ego.
very irrational,
ego.
bro. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
but you
like
know
I
I'm
said-
irrational. Well,
But-
I used to be. I'm not as irrational as I was.
Nah, he
Man,
done slow
look.
down. He's much better now.
Well, no, I started off irrational, but I can talk myself down. Like
I
these,
feel you. I do that too.
these niggas be my sounding board. I definitely I called this nigga on Newman and said, "Hey, I'm tripping."
Nah, but you be having to do that sometimes though, bro, because it's just like you need a different perspective to make sure, like, oh, like I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You need niggas around you that's gonna hold you accountable for shit.
definitely,
Cause
100%.
G.
At times you can't maneuver through that shit on your own. Mentally, nah, because your
Yeah.
emotions all fucked up at that moment.
You too
Yeah.
close to it.
Because I mean, like most women, they feel like, oh, if you talk to your homeboy about what's going on in y'all relationship, whatever it is, even if you like just talking to somebody, and it's just like, bro, like this happened. Tell me I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got some homeboys who's just yes men. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they gonna be like, oh
Well,
nah, bro.
boy,
Like, you know
I'd
what I'm
have did
saying?
the
Like,
same,
come
but I
on,
would have
bro.
did
Like,
worse. Shut up. No, you
Exactly,
wouldn't.
bro. Like,
no, you wouldn't.
Like a nigga just got to keep it real with they dog, bro. Like, bro, you was
Dang,
tripping,
I
bro.
could have used y'all niggas, bro, when I was working at Baptist. So
Probably.
I'm gonna tell this little funny story. So working at Baptist, me to find this is the first time I dealt with somebody outside my race. You already know about this. 'Cause me and you already talked about this shit. Shut the fuck up.
I ain't saying a word. You go ahead and turn around.
We already talked about this. Shut the fuck up.
Like facts.
And I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
So met this young lady, cool peoples. Did not know she had a significant other.
Mm.
I just knew about the kids,
Significant other, as in husband.
as in husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Courthouse.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Me and Shorty got cool, and one thing led to another. She went on a little family vacation, came back, and she was like, she missed me, and missed me turned into kiss me, and kiss me turned into sex me, and sex me came into, Lord, it's never gonna stop. For like I want to say a good 6 months.
Mhm.
Boy, I'm in Shorty raw, going crazy.
Damn. Well, you robbed my wife, but dirt and a t-shirt, dog. Got me outside.
You robbed my wife, the mother of my
wife,
children.
Ove, nigga.
Bro, I'm doing you, her, and me. Everybody, all of us.
Nah, I ain't doing me, nigga. Everybody else gotta go, nigga.
I can't
Fuck
live with that, bro.
I can't.
I could. I just
Knowing that they're
sorry.
not here any longer, I
Yeah.
can't. Nigga, like,
You
it's
ain't gonna
over
do this
with.
to nobody. And I'm
You
finna
would
say,
never be able to do
they
it.
ran off together. She left me and the kids, bro.
Shit, hey, I'm cool
Nah,
with
because the kids was there. I
They
used to
going
have-
too then,
I had
shit.
the kids with me. I love them kids.
You had the kids with you? kids gotta go too.
On me.
Disloyal.
I was
On
paying.
me.
I would, man. I would
feel me?
have grabbed my jit. You disloyal bitch, man.
You ain't tell me about your daddy. What the fuck is you got going on, bro?
Nah, bro. If I was the daddy, kid gotta go.
Yeah, everybody
you
going,
disloyal, you bitch, man. You knew your mama was doing this?
It was so
Say
fun.
less.
It was so sad to the point like we started having like company events, and she'll show up with the kids, and my what's it called? The overseer of my department, he asked me one day, we was having a kickball tournament. He was like, "Hey man, all the times you be chilling in my office, why you never tell me you had kids?"
Nah.
I was like, "Them not my kids." He was like, "Shit, you could have fooled me, bro."
Step kids, man.
Yikes on bikes.
Yeah, so it looked like those were my kids. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
And then-
you was hardcore stepdaddy in.
Yeah, bro. Like to the fact, bro, I was like chilling at an old girl crib and everything, man. And then,
Were they separated or she was just cheating?
nah, she was cheating.
Okay.
Bro, but how you like chill at the old girl crib and like nobody knows
Be
what's
comfortable,
going on,
like-
bro? Like that's crazy.
Old girl didn't care.
Damn.
I know her old girl knew what the vibe was, but how she explained it to her peoples was like, "Oh, he's like the fun little brother that I never had." And she was,
And they
like,
knew it.
You
that
was the fun little brother, all right?
Fun.
He was a fun boy.
He was a fun stepbrother.
It was just some wild stuff, man. And then when shit hit the fan, like dude had went through her phone, and found out I had paid for daycare one time when he couldn't pay for it.
Hey, man, I mean, it be like that, bro. Like shit.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you though. Bro should be grateful though for that.
Oh,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Because it's just like who was gonna stay home with the kids while niggas got to go to work,
Right.
bro. Like, be grateful, nigga. Like sometimes when you a side piece, like you know what I'm saying,
Them the
like
things that you end
the
up
main
doing.
niggas should be grateful for certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
bruh,
bro, like, hey,
times-
But we're saying that as career side niggas though, who have been
in those
who have
trenches.
been the provider
I
of
guess,
things that could
like-
not be provided.
Facts, man.
you know, like,
Yeah.
Because as a main nigga whose woman had a side piece, like if I was to find out my baby mama we weren't together when my daughter got age appropriate for daycare anyway, but if we were together and I couldn't pay for daycare for whatever reason, and the nigga she was fucking off on paid for it, and I found out, that's gonna be that ego shit again.
Chest hurt.
That ego shit finna get me. That ego shit finna put me in prison. Well, not really, because I ain't getting caught. But
Oh
Yeah.
no, he turned up. He turned up one time. He threatened to shoot up my people's house and everything. And like I told him, I say, bro, I know where your people stay too.
okay.
Right?
We just gonna be shooting each other shit up.
This ain't no one way street.
Like,
Right.
This ain't that.
Right.
as many times as I've been in your house and your wife, you think I don't know about you?
Like,
Right.
Facts.
Nigga,
Saying
I
shit
know
like
a
that
lot
probably
about
go-
you. I probably know more about you
Yeah,
than you know about me.
yeah. I would have called the nigga by his middle name. I know so much about you.
And then it was
Hakeem.
crazy though.
Yeah, right.
The worst part about it was we ended up meeting, and I came to like a graduation party after she got her master's, and like I came to the family party, and the whole family knew me. Like Bobby, what's good with you, man?
Bobby.
What's good with you,
Oh,
baby?
he was in.
I was in there.
This nigga had a whole new life. Bobby Sweetfoot. Bobby Sweetfoot.
I'm telling you.
In the
Bobby.
dancing with grandma at the party and stuff. I'm just vibing.
Nigga walked
Yeah.
in and dropped the cake.
And then I dipped out early because it started getting a little.
Attention.
I mean, you got to know when your time is up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I
you
did a nice. I did
play,
a decent hour.
You got to play your role. You
I
know
did a
what I'm saying?
decent
At the same
hour, and then
time.
I was like, all right, let me
Yeah, you
let
got to
me
get
get on
up
up
out
out
of
of
there.
Let me
Yeah.
ski fucking daddle.
let me get on.
Bro,
Let
but
me get
because
on.
you got to know your role at the end of the
Yeah,
day. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That'd be the
Like, when you know
problem.
your
Niggas-
role-
But see, at that
Niggas don't be knowing
time,
they role.
my ego was big at that time because I was like, couldn't nobody say nothing to me at the hospital. She ready to run down on people. Oh, I heard you fucking this chick and this. I don't know what you're talking about. I
So to
plead
mind
the
her
fifth.
motherfucking business.
I plead the fifth. Which was, and it was true. I was.
But she got to mind
Hotel.
her business though. You married. Like, how you
Oh.
finna come tell me about what I'm doing? on the outside of our situation.
which is on the outside of your situation.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? How you finna come tell
We
me
all
you
just
mad?
living on the
On the
outskirts,
outside.
baby.
Because it's the same thing like y'all. What do you mean?
Yeah, because
She
Her
is
ego,
married.
Her ego. Just like he ain't have no business saying nothing to that girl he was messing with. What can she say?
Exactly. She shouldn't have said nothing. No,
Put
but
ego
that's-
down.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
ego.
She ain't got nothing to say, man. Like,
I was just mad when it all ended because she was my
She
favorite.
was.
She was my favorite.
Everybody got a favorite.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
She was my favorite.
I
Of course, you know, nigga. I cried to you. I did. I cried about her. When I lost her, bro, I cried. Cried 100 tears.
you know, I cried when I lost mine.
She was the best, bro. To this day. To this day.
I mean, it be like that sometimes, though.
To
You
this
know what I'm
day.
saying? I got cut from my contract. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that was
You know what I'm
rough.
saying?
That
I mean,
was
it
rough.
just, you know, it be like that sometimes. It was rough, though. You know what I'm saying? We
Rough.
wasn't in no relationship or nothing like that. But, you know, nigga got cut from a contract. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't,
Wasn't
it is
that-
what it is.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't standing on that business. I mean, I was standing on that business, but I wasn't standing on the other business. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I mean, it just be like that sometimes, bro. You
It be
just-
hurting though, dog. Because
It do.
that process of breaking away from the norm. Because once it becomes the norm,
Yeah.
so it's like, dang, I already know when I get to work, da 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 finna happen.
Right,
Like I already know it.
right,
I ain't gotta ask. I just know it's gonna happen.
right.
I get that text. Where you at? Okay, I'm on my way to your car. Bet. I already know what's finna go down.
Boy, y'all parking lot with it.
Oh yeah, every day.
Sheesh.
Every day. Shout out to third floor.
I just want to say her name.
I thought you could say the name too.
Hey,
Hell no.
I was like, all right.
Hell no. I'm not even
damn.
gonna do that. She got too many friends that watch this
nah,
shit.
we ain't disclosing no names.
Oh man, hell
You know
no,
what I'm
man. I'm
saying?
good on that. But no, it was a beautiful time, bro. Those were some of the best moments. And
In your ain't shit life.
I'm still ain't shit. I look you dead in the camera. I'm still not shit. Promise you. Sorry, mama.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody get over that ain't shit hump eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, for me, like, I know eventually, like, I want to get married. You know what I'm saying? And finally settle down. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just not in the cards right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with it.
Nah, I be talking shit. Like, I don't care to get married because to me, marriage necessarily doesn't mean anything. Just because I've seen people get married. I've seen people in marriages and their marriages fall, and I've seen people who have been together for 20, 30 years and never got like formally married. And they was just happy, and they was just told me, they was just like the people who didn't get married, they told me the reason they didn't get married was because they've seen so many happy couples, people that are happy for 6, 7 years prior to get married, they be married for 2, 3 years and it's over with.
But I mean, at the same time, bro, like, a lot of people don't understand marriage is a business
It is.
at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things need to be in place. So if you die, your spouse die, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things are in place.
Yeah,
at that
definitely.
point. You know what I'm saying? But if you just with somebody and you croak over, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit
Y'all
be
ain't got them paperwork?
confusion.
Yeah,
Very
you ain't got that
confusion.
paperwork, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that
You've been
paperwork
together
make a
over 10
difference.
years. What is that? Commonwealth marriage?
Common
You've been
law.
together 10 years?
But that's
thought it was
only in
7.
certain states and
7?
shit like
7.
that, though. Like,
Well, at least I think
In the state of Florida.
Yeah, in the state of Florida,
I
I
feel
think
like
it's
it's 7.
oh, we got common law marriage down here?
Yeah. Like if you living together,
Y'all
and
been
y'all
living together for-
and
Y'all got joint stuff together. Y'all paying bills together. You
Got a
Well,
joint
damn, shit,
account.
I had
Yeah,
just
yeah.
missed the mark then, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. So,
Lucky
Learn
nigga.
something new every day, shit.
Yeah, man.
Because
You gotta check out
me
the
and
bylaws.
me and my lady about to hit that criteria because we just hit 6 years in June,
Mm-hmm.
So,
You got a year left.
right?
I mean,
And you know, we've had the conversation because I told her, I was like, look, at this point, is that not even that I don't want to get married or don't believe in getting married. I just don't believe in getting married. I don't see how getting married would bring value to our situation right now.
but I
Right.
mean, does she want to get married though?
She
something
she
like-
wants to
like-
get married to me.
Okay.
And that's
Like-
where your value at.
Yeah, like she wants to get married
That's
to
all
me.
that matter to you.
Yeah, she wants to get married to me. And I told her, you know, like, let me get a few things in my life straightened out first. Because I can't see myself being somebody's fiance, much less a husband in the situation I'm in right now. And certain times it's hard enough being a father and a boyfriend, much less being a full-blown husband in certain situations. So I'm like, you know, it's not that I don't want to, but just let me get to a point. Let me get to a point where I'm more comfortable.
Right.
You feel me? And after that, who give a fuck? You know?
But I don't know. I
That's
think
why
it's a lot different though for men. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we kind of, play with time.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas women are just like, yo, like I want to be married, I want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy a house. I want to do all this in a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And we just like we fucking off with life. You know what I'm saying? It's just
It
like,
happen
hey,
when it happen.
like I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but I ain't ready for marriage right now. You know what I'm saying? Or I might get engaged to you, propose to you, and then shit, we gonna be engaged for 10 years before I even think about it. Like, all right, we finna get married now.
Because it's like it's certain shit, bro. So I look at it. I look at some shit my mama told me one time. It was like she said she wish she would have done things differently when she first got married.
Right.
Like she wish she would have had some things set up for herself instead of jumping straight into a relationship and solely depending on him.
Right.
Because she was like, I didn't know how to stand on my own. She's like, I went from having my parents to having him.
Right.
So
you miss all of her independence.
Yeah. So it's like not having that type of shit fucks you over in the long run.
It does.
Because you don't know how to like. So if this nigga would have died, are you gonna be able to hold shit down on your own?
Right.
And that's a big thing for me. Like me and my lady, we had this conversation, and even it ruffled feathers within our union and shit because when I was finna move to Texas, I wasn't taking her. I didn't have no plans on breaking up. I didn't have no plans on us breaking up. I ain't had no plans on us being on no break. None of that. I just needed to get out. When I got out to Texas, I needed to make sure that I can handle all this shit on my own first. I didn't want to come out there and I didn't want to go out there with two of us and we both somewhat struggling and shit like that. Nah, fuck that. Let me go out here. Let me stand up. Let me get my shit right. Let me stand. Once I get to that certain where I feel like I'm right, let me stand in that rightness for a few months. I don't want to get right and then you come. Let me get right and then maintain this way of rightness. Then you can come on.
We don't care about none of that.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah, nah,
see, that's
but
the
I
thing.
mean, but I've had women say the same thing though.
No, what I'm saying is, you're saying that okay, you moving to a totally. I moved to Georgia with my dude. It's just me and him up there. He was not gonna move up there and leave me and then come. No, because if you gonna struggle, you my man. I'm gonna struggle with you. We gonna build together. I feel like if it's two people here struggling, we gonna get to our goal faster than if it's just you. Like, no, don't leave me behind. Let me be. Who you coming home to?
See, but I've had a lot of women say the same thing that you're saying right now. But I think, for me personally, I think it's kind of like a pride thing as a man. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, if I'm out there, I'd rather be fucked up on my own when you can be in a situation where, you got shelter, you got this, you got that, you know what I'm saying? But if I need to sleep in the car, fuck it, I'm going to sleep in the car. If I got to bathe out of a water bottle, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
In that car too.
But I wouldn't want my woman to do that. You get what I'm saying? As a man, I don't want that. You get what I'm saying?
But my mental is not going to be right. Like, if I know that you hundreds and hundreds of miles away from me and you not right, and I'm here, like, my mental is not going to be right. I need to see you.
But our mental wouldn't be right with you being right next to us in the trenches when it's avoidable.
Right. I'm going to feel like shit.
For me, I can, like, because the thing is, for me, I know I can get out there. I can stand out anywhere and get money regardless for me and send that shit home, But then it's like, if it's both of us out here, we both got to struggle. Everything is double. You got to work twice as hard because you feel like you got to make up for my slack. I'm working twice as hard because I'm doing this for both of us. I'd rather just get right, focus on me, get right. Them updates gonna come. I'm gonna come home as much as I can. But as soon as I get right, you're gonna know I'm right. Soon as I feel like, you know what, I done proved to myself I can handle this shit. Cause that's really the biggest thing. Cause we can be together right now, but my bet, like I told my lady, my biggest thing is, what if we move out to Texas and shit just go completely left, and now you move back out here?
I'm going back home. The same thing that happened when I moved to Georgia.
No, but now I'm left out there with all this shit.
With me. We going back to reset.
Broke up. No.
Oh, break up?
Yeah, we break up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. If you come out there to Texas with me, shit go left, and now we break up. You come back home, but I'm up there with all the shit we started out with as a couple. So now I got to carry that whole burden on myself. That's why I want to go up there. Let me make sure I can carry this load by myself. So that if something happens, you leave, whatever you leave, I leave, whatever the fuck, I can do this on my own because I did it before you. And that's really the biggest thing. I got to make sure I'm secure because if I'm not secure enough for me, how am I going to be secure enough for you? For both of us.
Let me ask you something, and I'm not equating men to children at all. If your daughter was to go off, she moved in you up by herself, would you feel more comfortable knowing that she's struggling up there by herself, or would you go up there and try to be with her if she was struggling?
If she was struggling, I would ask her what she wanted. I would ask her what she wants.
And if she say, "Nah, daddy, stay home," you just gonna stay.
I'm gonna stay.
I think that's maybe because women are different. Like the emotional side of me, I couldn't do that.
But see, I'm a very emotional person. Like these niggas will tell you, like I'm very emotional, especially about my kid. But I'm also if this is what you want to do, if you want to do this, do it. But I'm right here. I'm less than a phone call away. Cause as soon as my phone light up, it don't even get a chance to ring. So I'm gonna let you drown as much as I'm comfortable with. So you either gonna ask for help or I'm gonna get to a point where I can't take not helping you and I'm gonna go do what I gotta do.
I think women start at that point.
Yeah.
Like I cannot watch my dude struggle for nothing. Like I can't do it.
See, but I think that's like the nurturing trait in women. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whereas we as men is kind of just like, all right, well, we gonna have a conversation about it. And if you can or you can't, then we finna move based off of that. So women just have that where it's just like, oh, like I'm finna get up and I'm finna go. Just like that.
Mama bear, like
that,
all the time.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a man, you just finna be like, all right, well, we gonna talk. We'll figure it out. And then like if you can't do it, like I'm gonna come. And that's just where it is because I feel like that about my kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna talk to you. If you feel like you could do it, all right, I'm gonna let you do it. But now if I see like you busting your ass, you finna fall on your ass, all right, now I'm gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lift you back up. So I mean that's just where that is with women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm definitely on that chronological clock where, I'm getting older. And I like we were just talking about this shit the other day. And I was telling y'all boys, like I'm getting to the point where, I am ready for a jit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm very cautious because I still got a lot of shit going on personally that I want to get done correctly before I turn around and be like, okay, I'm going to add a child to the equation. Because I don't want no child out here on my accord while I'm still fucked up.
Right.
Like I got to be 100% okay.
Yeah.
Or at least close to it.
Exactly. G-shit.
Like I can't, I feel as though it's selfish in many ways, especially during these times, to bring a jit into this world and bring them into fucked up situations, knowing that it's not a healthy situation.
Yeah. I mean, honestly though, like having a kid is just like you're never 100% prepared to have a fucking kid.
Never.
I'm gonna just keep that shit of being with you right now. I got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just never 100% prepared. As much as you want them, you'll have them, and it's just like it's always something. You know what I'm saying? Having a kid. So I'm not telling you to go have a kid. Just have a kid at the same time. But it's just like you'll never be 100% fully prepared to have a kid, bro. Like people always say, "Oh, I want to wait until I'm financially stable to have a kid." Everybody got 100 million excuses as to why they don't have a kid right now, bro. But it's just like you could be financially stable and then have a kid, bro, and then like you could be fucked up at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Something
Like
happen like that.
Exactly, because financial stability is fine, but then you got to think about emotional stability. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit comes into play at the end of the day when you have kids. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fucked up mentally, bruh, you gonna fuck up that kid at the end of the day.
And that's the scary part.
Hey, bruh, but I'm being real with you, bruh. As somebody who got 3 kids, bruh, like when I first had my kids, bruh, like I was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I was financially stable. And then, you know what I'm saying, I took a job. the job wasn't paying me that much. So now my situation is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So now that shit playing a part in my mental.
Mm.
So now I'm just fucked up in both ways. I'm mentally fucked up, financially fucked up, and now I'm passing the shit down to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing certain shit, or I'm being standoffish with the kids. Like most people who know me, like if I'm fucked up, I don't want to fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody, bro, because my pockets is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So like all of that shit just comes full circle, bro. So when you have a kid, you just got to be mentally prepared for that shit, financially prepared for that shit, and like really know what you doing is like something that you're gonna be able to do moving forward for the next however many fucking years.
The rest of your life.
You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of your life type
Rest of
shit.
your life.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like I still confide in my parents, you know what I'm saying, about shit, and I'm 31.
Same.
I was laying in my mama's bed today talking.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Like
ain't raised. She ain't done raising me yet.
big grown woman, and you laying in the bed with your old girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I do that shit with my old girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I go lay in the bed with her and we just talk. Like, it's just like parenting is never done until you're fucking gone, bruh.
Never. Parenting is never over. Like, that's one thing I learned. Like, just because, even like if your kid don't live with you, just because they went home, that shit don't stop. That shit don't stop. Like, with my daughter's mom, last year, she decided she wanted to leave her job that she was at and go to school for hair full time. I fully supported the dream because I knew that's what she wanted, but I also knew what came with it. Her not having the money to do her part, not her part, but what she was doing prior to her starting school. So now I got to step up and take care of all that shit. Then fucked around when January came around, February came around, lost my job. That was probably one of the roughest times in my life because like I went from being like at the top that I ever been my whole life to being right back where I was some years ago that I said I was never coming back here. Now I wasn't completely there because money was still coming in, bills were still getting paid, shit like that, but I wasn't where I was used to no more. That shit took a huge toll on me because I felt like I was letting everybody down. And the biggest thing was letting my jit down because, you feel me, it's like I can't do this, I can't do that. And it's funny because they don't even notice. You feel me? Like, she didn't give a fuck. She was with daddy. She didn't care. But I knew we can't go do this no more. We can't go do that no more because I just can't. That shit was fuck with me. Then when my daughter's mom, her mama went through the same exact shit because it's like she can't do this, she can't do that, and it was rough. Like, luckily, by the time she hit that point, I had already got back into a situation. I got back into the best situation to date. So I was able, I was out of my slump for the most part. So now I'm able to talk to her and we can have that conversation, which is good. You feel me? For me, like with me and my daughter's mother not being together, we've been broken up for 6 years now. So, but we have conversations like best friends because
That is so good.
yeah, like
It's good though. Healthy co-parenting relationships are everything.
Yeah, we have conversations. She can call me. She called me crying when she be stressed out because she know, like, for one, I'm not finna try and leverage that shit. She told me she's called niggas before and they try and use her depression, her grief, like try and get some buns and shit like that. And I've been that horny before, but it worked for me. So, like it worked for me.
That boy said, "Nah, I got this shit
I've
get a
been that
little
horny
too. This
before.
shit get a little too serious. I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw a little joke.
like it worked for me. But now you feel me. But it's like for me, it's just like, look, you fucked up. Okay, like I can help you with this. I can help you with that. Blase, blase. And it came up with my girlfriend because she was just like, I feel like you taking care of her a lot, and I'm like, I'm not taking care of her. I'm keeping her above water. I'm keeping her sane. I can't have her flip out because that's who my daughter is with for
Exactly.
most of the time.
Yep.
I have to a certain degree, I still have to be her rock
Mhm.
because she don't have, like, especially her not being in an actual relationship, like, I still have to be her rock because this parenting shit is a business as well. It's a partnership. You feel me? Like, it's a
Child is your
we
biggest
two
investment.
drug kingpins basically. Like, this is the product. This is what we push into the world. You
Right.
feel me? So if my business partner fucked up and ready to go off the deep end, what happened to the product?
Mhm.
Off the deep end with her.
Exactly. I can't
Tainted.
have that. You feel me? I can't have that. And she was feeling it. Daddy, my mommy's sad. My mom, shit like that was fucking with me because it made me think, like, was she, was she able to detect my depression like that?
Oh, of course.
So it's like seeing it from that side, I'm like, nah, I can't have her going through that. You feel me? Like, that's still my dog. We bump heads to this day, but that's still my dog. Like, I tell my girl all the time, like, well, not all the time, but I told her before, like, I'm gonna always love her because of my child.
Mhm.
I have the greatest gift ever. I'm always have love for her. Will I always be in love with her? No. I've
Right.
been in love with her for a very long time. But there is a love like a family member type situation in the way. But that parenting shit tough, man. It's tough. Not having the right partner makes it even tougher. And having the right partner don't mean y'all still together. Just mean you got somebody who got some fucking sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Preach.
Just mean
Definitely,
you got
bruh.
somebody with sense, bro. Because y'all can be together and the kids suffering because y'all not happy.
Yep.
And I've seen it on too many occasions.
Too
man.
many.
Dealing
Nah,
with,
bro, like that's real shit though, bro. Because like me and my oldest son, bro, like we was hard down beefing, bro. Like me and her was married, you know what I'm saying, got a divorce. And then it's just like we was hard down beefing, like when we would go make the drop offs and shit like that, bro. Like we ain't even speaking type shit. You feel me? And then like, but now, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, time heals, as people say, but now we at a point where it's just like, all right, well, like I can joke with you and do whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, and my son sees a healthy co-parenting relationship and what it's supposed to look like. Oh, like, my mama and daddy, they don't hate each other. You know what I'm saying? They cool, you know what I'm saying? They just not together.
Right.
You feel me? Like, so I feel like that's important for the kids, bro,
Very
because
much so.
when y'all beefing, bro, like that shit is bad, bro. That shit is fucking terrible.
And
And
them kids
believe
feel
it or
that
not,
too, and
they
they gotta
feel
feel
it.
like which side they gotta
Yeah,
go
and that's
on.
the
Yeah,
thing.
they
That's
get
what
to
it is.
choosing
Like,
and
people
shit.
don't even realize, like, you putting your kids, like, beefing like that, you make your kids choose a side.
Exactly.
And they can't.
And it's fucked up because unless you're just a really, like, a real deal piece of shit, choosing a side for these kids is terrible. These kids, man, look, I've been in a position where my parents were arguing and I had to choose a side.
Mm.
I chose my side, stood on it. You feel me? And it was fucked up because, I chose my mom's side, but it's like me and my pops that was my nigga.
I never
But
chose a side. I couldn't. I just felt, listen,
when him and
since I
my
was little, I used to be like, y'all ruining my marriage. I'm supposed to be married, and this is what y'all showing me? You're
Yeah.
ruining my marriage. They
Right.
would shut up.
yeah,
No, that's real though, cause like I feel like too that kind of shit plays a big part in how you move in relationships.
It does.
You
That's
know
your
what I'm saying?
foundation.
Exactly, because I see how like my pops and my moms move with each other. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that affects a lot of my relationships because I feel like a lot of times like I move very nonchalant because I'm trying to protect my own feelings. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, we
like,
getting into feelings now. I thought you wasn't shit, but you got feelings. Go ahead. Say
no,
it.
I'm 100%. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I know I'm a not shit nigga, but at the same time I have feelings, but I move a certain way because I be trying to protect myself. At the same time, like my father's just a nonchalant nigga overall, like, but that's just how the nigga is. But I do it as like a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like, so me being nonchalant with the person that I'm with, or like not talking as much is something where it's just like, okay, well, this is me protecting myself. Because if you leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be hurt as much.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
if I'm letting it all out there and I'm spilling my feelings and I'm telling you this and that and the third, shit, I'm finna go cry in the corner.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So are you really saying that the niggas we think ain't shit are really niggas who's just trying to protect
I'm gonna keep it real
themselves?
with you. As a nigga that's not shit, most niggas that's not shit are very fucking emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am very fucking emotional.
I
You know
cry.
what I'm saying? And I be in my feelings about a bitch. And I'm not even
Facts.
gonna hold you.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
All
But most
6 of
niggas
them
is not.
All
But most
6 of y'all piss me the fuck off.
But most niggas is not gonna admit that. You get what I'm saying? That I'm in my feelings about a female.
'Cause
You know
niggas
what I'm
wanna
saying?
be
Because
tough, niggas
niggas
wanna
want to be
be
tough. They
hard.
want
I
to be a
ain't tough.
player. You know what I'm saying? Players don't get in their feelings about a female. Yes,
I've
you
been in
get
my
in your
house
fucking
singing
feelings.
Giveon
But who
all
y'all trying
week.
to be tough for?
No, we are
We
not.
ain't.
We ain't nothing. But
We over here listening to love songs.
Niggas-
Over here making playlists that's like 4 hours long,
Yeah.
full of songs that
I'm
make you
gonna
cry.
keep it a bean. I'm an R&B nigga.
Yeah,
at
facts,
heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm an R&B nigga.
100%.
So when I get in my fucking feelings, that's what I'm listening to.
Giveon.
R&B.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Like,
Tyrese,
R&B.
Joe,
I
Carl
listen-
Thomas.
I prefer female R&B when I be upset. Female R&B. Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston.
Tony Braxton is the one, baby. Listen.
Tony Braxton, man, look, the new age, I love Summer Walker, Leia, Ari Lennox, man.
Shout out to the
all of them.
Queen Ari Lennox who just dropped the fire ass
Yeah,
project.
You know, I ain't
that
even listened to her
Asexual-
project yet.
Hey,
my
bro, that
God.
bitch so fire.
Oh
That
God,
she got a song with Lucky Day on there.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Both of the boys had to let the howl out.
Boy, that bitch so, cause boy, they both talking Cash Money shit on that shit. Boy,
Yeah.
that shit called Boy Bye. That shit hard, boy.
Look, let me go ahead and put.
Yeah,
that voice
go
on.
Nah,
ahead.
but that's real though. Like, but a lot of niggas, they just, they try to cover up their feelings by being nonchalant or just not displaying their feelings or talking about their feelings to who they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's been me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit has fucked up a lot of my relationships. Relationships that had potential to go further than what they probably should have. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here like, shit, man, I'm a tough nigga, shit.
That
But
great
the minute you
Walter.
leave, boy,
Over
Turn
with.
into Martin.
exactly. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to give you the fucking word. Like at this point, don't leave me.
Hit her with that. Don't leave.
You feel me?
Hit
Don't
that
leave.
tank.
baby.
Don't go. You feel me? All that.
Chase.
You feel me? But that's just the reality of it though. But a lot of niggas is not gonna say that
Yeah.
out loud. And most
Niggas
is
play
gonna go,
hard.
"Oh, man, fuck it. I'm finna go get me another bitch tomorrow. Like,
And
I'm
it's
not-
not. And I'm gonna be very honest. That is very true. We will go get somebody else.
definitely.
But
That
she
is-
ain't you.
But I'm
she
still
ain't
finna
you.
cry in the corner at night.
She not you, babe.
But what?
She ain't you.
I'ma
That's
still
not-
cry
she
in the
not
corner
you,
at
babe.
night. I ain't gonna hold you.
She not you, babe.
Promise you, I'm gonna go talk to somebody else.
Yeah. But you know, and that's just what it is though. Like, the thing is that as men, we've always been taught, like from a young age, we was taught, get the girls.
Yeah.
You know, from a young age, it was like, oh, girl, he gonna have all the little girls going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, women is always like, oh, you gotta be good. You gotta find you a man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
That does
where
not even go together. I don't even understand
Right?
society.
But I don't know. I feel like that's a black culture thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, mm-mm.
I
Nah.
don't know. Like I
I
don't
know
know
for a
because
fact-
I've never seen like white people do that. Like I always feel like when I see white people, I always feel like they like in faithful relationships. Like niggas ain't. I'm not gonna say like it's
They
not white
pretend
boys that
well.
don't cheat.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I guess being in the community is kind of just like
Yeah. We see
as a people is just like yo
Yeah, 'cause I don't
like
hang around that many white folk to be real. Like to
Nah,
find
but you
out.
know
What about frat boys? though?
white boys are
Yeah.
Them
White boys,
white boys, them frat boys.
yeah,
They
white
be
boys.
doing-
they be
all
loose
type of
cannons. I
shit.
ain't gonna hold you. They be loose.
They be all type of shit. And bro, see, the thing is like with the problem with it is that now, from at least my opinion, I feel like up until recently, marriage wasn't as prominent in the black community as it was in the white community.
It was
I
set
can
up
see
way,
that.
though.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
but
with
now
that being said, because it wasn't as many, because it was more white people being married, it was more white people getting divorced.
right.
White people cheating, da. And white people cheat all the time. See, the thing is, we have side niggas. We have, other girlfriends. They have affairs.
Right, you got to know how to play a role though.
They got
You know what I'm saying?
affairs.
Like,
See, that's the thing. They got mistresses and affairs. We got side pieces that, we could go there for a few days, for a few hours maybe, do some shit, whatever, send some money, whatever. But they be having affairs. They be
whole family,
whole
about
fam,
the
you
whole
feel,
family.
whole families,
different
you
cities.
feel me? Whole families in
I'm
different
going on a
cities.
business trip.
Business trip, you feel me? Like I know a dude. His dad, he found out that he had six other siblings because they have 4.
mhm.
He had 4 siblings, so it was 5 of them in his house. and find out that his dad had a whole other family with 6 kids.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
And the way that he found out about them having the other kid, about the 6th kid, was because somebody had said, "Oh, congratulations on the new kid." Because every time he did it, the way that his dad did it was that every time, like they had the first 2 kids, then he got the mistress, and then after the mistress, he started pumping out kids with the mistress. So, but after a while, he started timing it. So when the mistress got pregnant, he got the wife pregnant. But he got the mistress pregnant after the wife got her tubes tied.
That's how he got caught.
And whoever it was that seen him knew him from the other family. Didn't know about his main family.
Why you don't have the same family in the same city?
I was about to say, was it in the same city?
Can't
Next
do
block
that.
over? Like what?
But you know, back in the day though, like
That you really
with that
used to
kind
be
of
the
shit
thing.
though, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit was easy to do though, because like when my grandmother passed, like I found out like a whole lot of like family stories and shit, because you know that's when all the shit come out.
Yeah,
Oh,
when the
facts.
elders
You
passed.
feel me? Like you
When
know,
the elders passed,
somebody passed, you know, everybody get to spilling all the beans and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just
Especially you gotta
like,
go sit around the drunk auntie. The drunk auntie gonna tell all the truth.
yeah, but I'm finding out about aunties and uncles and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? My grandpa was just a Rolling Stone. You feel me? Like, and it is what it is. And there's probably more uncles and aunties that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Walk
And
past
that's
them
what they
and
was telling me.
everything.
Because apparently from what my uncle was saying was that on my grandfather's deathbed is when he started spilling the beans about, you know, brothers and sisters that they have. You feel me? So it's just like, well, damn, nigga, like, nigga, you on your deathbed now? You now telling me like I got a brother, I got a sister? But you know, like that same weekend, I found out that I had an older brother. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, well, damn, like, is like just
Damn,
being
my
a
nigga.
player like hereditary or some
You-
shit like
you
that?
what, you
Like,
gonna
you
tell
know,
me?
you just get a gene where you just a player? Like,
yeah, that was
I don't know, like,
as his best friend who helped him navigate through that. I'm talking about nigga called me about 5 minutes after he got the news.
I don't even know how you process that.
He didn't.
I didn't know
He
how to
didn't.
process it.
He
You know
called
what I'm
me.
saying?
He
Like,
called me as a processing mechanism. Cause he said, like I'm laying down. He called me. He said, I said, you got what? He's like, bro, I got an older brother. I say, what you mean you got an older brother? Then he told me the age. I say, you are fucking lying to me,
bro, the nigga 45 years old. I am 31, and I am just now finding out at 31 that I have a 45-year-old
Oh, this
brother.
is brand new news.
Yeah,
Brand new.
This was like 3
I'm
months
talking about
ago.
like not even 3 months. Like this shit is
A
back
month
in
ago.
like July. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this shit is in July. You know what I'm
You
saying?
met him?
Like, yeah,
He look like you?
we have similar features. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, you know, like what kind of fucked me up was that me, him, and my sister, we all talking. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like you pick up shit from your parents. My old boy is very nonchalant. So all 3 of us are talking, you know what I'm saying? Figuring this whole
Shit out.
sibling shit out. We don't know what the fuck is going on. This nigga walk up to the front. He see all 3 of us talking. That nigga ain't say a word to none of us. Turned right back around, went to the backyard.
What?
That's crazy.
Till
But you
this
know-
day, this
but
nigga has
knowing-
not said nothing about me having another sibling. Like, the most he said to me about that was like, while I was there, he was just like, oh, Newton coming to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Oh, the nigga named Newt.
Newton.
He talking like you just been knew him.
No.
Newton came to get you.
No, because like me and him was hanging out that weekend, you know what I'm saying? Because we like, well, shit, like niggas got to make up for like
Lost
time. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
31 years.
you know what I'm saying? So we making up for time and shit like that. My old boy is like, oh, Newton coming to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? But apparently this was something that everybody else in the family knew. But me and my sister didn't know shit about shit. So they just like, oh yeah, you didn't know about Newton? Fuck no, we didn't know about this nigga. Like, what is you talking about? We just meeting this nigga this weekend. Like nigga don't know nothing about this. Cause my sister came up to me and she just like, did you know we had an older brother? And I'm just like, excuse me? Yeah, we have a 45-year-old brother. What the fuck you mean we got a 45-year-old brother? Like, nigga don't know nothing about this.
Yeah,
I'd have
bro.
lost
I'm
my-
still bucking off your daddy though.
No,
He
but
still
you know
ain't
what's
say
But the
nothing.
nigga is just like that though. Like the nigga just don't say nothing. Like
The crazy thing
he don't
is
he don't have no
knowing-
emotion.
knowing his dad for years, because me and him been down since we was like 16, 17. So knowing his dad, when he says that, I believe it. I've known his dad for that many years, and I can count on both hands how many conversations. It doesn't. I don't need both hands to count how many conversations I've had with him.
That's some wild shit, man.
No, you would have to talk
That's
to him.
just no, but that's just how
That's
he
just
is.
how the nigga is.
That's
though.
just how
You
he
know what I'm
is.
saying?
Like, ain't nobody dying. All right, I'm gonna see y'all.
I'm about to
He
strap him
either-
to a seat.
He
give
either
him a
going in
drink.
the house. He either
Oh.
going in the house because he just got off work, or he leaving because he going to work. That's how it was in high school. And
He was
that-
married.
yeah, he married some old girl.
To this day.
to this
day.
day, you feel me? Like, and that's just what it is. But like the nigga, like literally has not acknowledged none of this sibling shit. You know what I'm saying? And like even my brother, like, because I just felt like it was crazy because me and the nigga ride in the car and he's just like, yo, like, what is it like growing up with that? I'm just like, bro, like, I'm having to tell you like what our father is like, and you're 45 years old. You don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I was-
the
So
nigga
wait.
got a 27-year-old daughter, and it's just like, bro, like, I didn't even know you was my brother, and y'all frequent coming down here. I could have met your daughter somewhere, you know what I'm
Clap.
saying? And I would have been Gates.
yeah,
You feel me? At this point, like,
not even. That would have been worse.
no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
so
would've
it's
worse.
just like, you don't know
They
what's
was like
going
second
on.
cousins. That was your first niece.
Exactly.
That would have been
First niece.
horrible.
First fucking niece.
First
Oh.
fucking niece, bro.
Damn.
And that's why shit, bro. Like, you know, I done hit a cousin by accident.
Excuse me?
And
Yeah.
I'd be on Australia
Come
somewhere.
on.
Nah.
Yeah, Antarctica, Alaska, somewhere.
Nah, I hit, man, look, mess with this chick, whatever, blase, blase. When my pops passed in 2017, at the funeral, a chick I used to mess with alone, I was like, girl, what you doing here? Like, how you knew my daddy? No, she was like, girl, what you doing here? Like, what you doing? Like, what you? Her mom is married to like one of my uncle's brother type shit. So it's like not first cousins, but it was just like,
Like, that's his daughter. Or that was somebody else's daughter.
no, he doing.
Oh man, yeah, nigga. you
But
did
it was
that.
just like, but it was like, I was like, but she was just like, yeah. She was like, nah, I never met. She was like, I never met him. I never met my uncle. I was like, she was like, I never met my uncle. She was like, I was really scared because you're the only person I know with that name. So when my pops died and she saw that he died, she saw the name, she freaked the fuck out.
I probably want to show it up.
She
I'd
freaked.
just
No, she
charge that to the game.
she
I don't
freaked
wanna
out
know.
because she thought I died.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, she freaked out because she thought I passed away. But then she had texted me. She was like, hey. And I was like, hey. So she thought people was just like, it was like a lie or something maybe. But then when she realized blah, blah, blah. So she was just like, yeah. I was like, what you doing here? So she explained to me what happened. I was like, you lying. She's like, nah. I wanted to tell you that day, like after I found it. She like, after I checked on you to see if you were still alive, like I asked my dad, like, who is this person? Why is his death important to us? And then he basically let me know that I'm related to this man, and then you being his son. Like, and she asked him, she's like, oh, does he have kids? And he was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, actually he got like 4 or 5 kids. He got 2 sons named after him, a daughter named after him, and another little son, shit like that. Because my father's name is Regger.
That's what?
Regger. Reger. Yeah. My name is Regger. My sister's name is Regerina. Then I have a brother named Regger.
Yeah, that's a unique name. I would have.
And then I have a brother named Brian.
Everybody named Reggie.
Shout out to that nigga, Brian.
Shout out my baby boy. Shout out
Brian the
Brian.
oddball and shit.
That's my dog. That's my baby boy, man.
Shout out to
You
Brian.
the
feel me?
random nigga
So
that
she
didn't get the
thought,
Reggie.
you feel me? So she thought I died and shit. So I was like, damn, dog, like, that's crazy. We're related. Like, I was in a relationship and shit, so it's like, you know, whatever. But
Let's never talk again. Though.
yeah, for sure. Like, we don't need to.
I don't even want to see
Yeah,
that family
we say
reunion.
happy birthday and that's about it.
No, I ain't doing that either. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
We
like,
ain't
nah.
talking.
Yeah.
I know
I mean, it
my
was
head.
cool. It was cool because I only hit once because it was trash, so it was cool.
Well, at least it was trash.
Yeah.
Nigga gonna tell us because she got trash Gucci.
I mean,
bruh.
if she listen to this, she gonna
Crazy,
find
bruh.
out.
Yo,
Hey, cuz, step it up.
What the fuck wrong with this nigga, man?
yo, man. Once again.
Wow.
Hey, but it be like that though sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like trash Gucci don't deserve a double back. You know what I'm saying? But
Hell
I mean, overall, bruh.
Y'all be trash sometimes too. Now stop it. Stop.
No, niggas
Sometimes people just be
definitely
off.
be trash.
We
I've definitely had my well. I'm
know,
not gonna say I was trash, but you know I've had moments where it was just like, oh yeah, you know, nigga meat ain't work how it was supposed to work. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
especially when you
Might
done
not have
fucked off
stayed
twice.
up. You feel me?
You done
Like
fucked off twice this week. You're a little tired.
exactly.
You know, you
Little
don't
drunk.
perform.
Little drunk.
You don't perform your best. You know, everybody engine need a little tune up.
I'm agreeing with y'all. I know y'all fall short sometimes. She had bad coochie that day. Don't talk about your cousin like that. You all right, sus? You got it.
Hey man.
About bad coochie that day though. Like, hey,
Nah, don't talk about your cousin like that. What?
right.
I told you. Hey,
That
what I
shit's
said
not
in the
insane
car.
at all.
I literally said in the car she was gonna get in here and she was gonna talk shit.
Hey,
Hey,
that's
man.
fine though. That's
Yeah,
fine
fire.
though. You feel me? Like, bro, that's wild though, bro. Like,
Hey man, but
niggas say I punched my cousin. Too.
we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to today's episode, man. Much love to the crew. Shout out to my niece for being just a peaceful young human being in the building. Not even letting nothing what's going on bother her.
Gang
Shout out
shit,
to
no
my
lame
sister
shit.
who decided just to, on a whim, just pop up in the building. So again, thank you to Penthouse Studios for hosting us. Nothing but a beautiful night. And you know, people, give us ain't shit niggas a chance, man. We got feelings too.
Yeah, baby, I love you. As soon as you text back, we in love, shout out.
Facts.
Yeah.
All three of y'all.
These niggas lying. They love us.
I'm finna go knock on somebody's door tonight.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as
Yeah.
I-
With the radio over my head.
Yes, sir.
If I had one wish.
Holding that bitch
Yes,
up in the
sir.
air. Holding that bitch up in the air. I want some good hair. I want some good hair.
Good night, y'all.
Good night. y'all.